Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we finally did it. We beat the game. We beat Lavos, and we saved humanity's past, present, and future. However, there's more to this game than what's there in the initial playthrough. Because if you play through New Game Plus, which you unlock as soon as you beat the game, you can play through the game with the same stats that you had before you fought Lavos, all the items that you had and everything like that. You'll still have to play through the game normally, but you'll be much more powerful than you were the first time around, and there's a way to fight Lavos anytime you want. And when you fight Lavos, I wouldn't say depends on, but it dictates, rather, what ending you get. According to the trivia on GameFAQs.com, Game FAQs, Masato Kato devised this system for multiple endings because he could not effectively branch the story out to multiple paths, which is something they would be able to do in Chrono Cross, I think. But back when they were making Chrono Trigger, they couldn't pull it off like they wanted, and therefore we have multiple endings. There are 13 good endings within the game. The first one we already saw in the last video, and we're gonna see the other 12. In the meantime, I am going to do other things. There are some things that I still want to do. One of which was trying to get everyone to say I wasn't guilty during the trial, instead of mostly not guilty and a few guilty. And of course, there's also some triple techs that I still want to show off, because when I fought Lavos in the last video, I thought I had Final Kick. I didn't. And that reminds me, I want to fight Lavos with different party combinations. I would love to do that. I mean, the best thing about this game is that you could beat any boss, get through any part of the game with any party combination if you know what to do. Just as long as you know what you're doing. And as much as that is definitely true in New Game Plus mode, that is also true for the initial playthrough, where you start from level 1 and work your way up. So this is the part where I start getting all those endings and start correcting some mistakes. So, let us start New Game Plus mode. Now, when you select New Game Plus mode, you'll be asked which data you want to use. We're going to start with this. And of course, we get to set the battle mode. We get to choose between active and wait. We can always change it, and we can rename the characters if we want to again. But we're going to keep the names the way that they are. And while you're playing through New Game Plus, you will go through the game like normal, like you did the first time. All of the Cutscenes will be there. All the dialogue will be there. There are a few differences. For instance, you'll already know magic. So, when you're in the magic cave in 680, for example, Frog will no longer be amazed that you know magic. And therefore, you don't get that hint, which basically tells you that you need to take Frog over to Specchio to get him to learn water magic. You'll start with a bunch of items. You'll start with all the items, weapons, armor, all that you had on your last save. But there will still be some items that will be gone from your inventory if they are important to the story. So, some things like, obviously, the pendant and the Masamune and some things you'll have to get all over again. Like, we already have all of our stats. You also go back to having 400 gold at the start of the game. Your money from your Lavos beating save does not carry over. But this does, all that does. All that armor that we got from the sealed boxes, we can get those again. And of course, because you can't get rid of the accessories in any way, we can obviously bring the Frenzy Band over. We have all these healing items. We even have the trading stuff from earlier. But as you can see, these blank spots here, we don't have those anymore. We have some useful items in these spots and we don't have them anymore. Also, we have everyone else's weapons and armor at the beginning of the game, which is nice. Also, I have 13 gold earrings from fighting all of those... What is it? Those Synchronites back in the Black Omen. On the rare occasion I could get a Hyper Ether out of them, or thinking I could on the rare occasion at least. Anyway, let's go ahead and name Luca. And then let's get our allowance from our mom. So that way we have the 200. Our cats don't carry over, obviously. You could tell that there's just the one cat there. And from here... Actually, now that I'm here, what I can do is I can get that power tab again. If I can find it. But I would like to get my hands on a speed tab or two, because that way I can speed Chrono up and do stuff that way accordingly. But anyway, it's time to go to the Millennial Fair. One of the things that I want to do is to, as I mentioned earlier, get a perfect set of everyone saying not guilty at the trial. So there's Marl. Let's bump into her. Like we did. And at this rate, I'm just going to go through all the dialogue at my own speed, because we've read it all already. Let's talk to Marl. Make sure she's okay. Take the pendant. Talk to her after we get the pendant. Let her have it back. Let her join you. Very good. Now, we can go ahead and name Marl. And then it's time to do things. So, this is the point where we do things. And this time, do them right. We're going to talk to the cat. the cat meows. When the cat meows, it will start moving around. It will follow you. Move in straight lines. When it stops, you go. Wait for the cat to get over here. I think that's fine. I actually have the list from Strategy Wiki in front of me again. There we go. That's the only thing you want her to say. You brought back my cat, thank you. If she asks where her cat is, you did it wrong. And now we just need to talk to somebody, preferably someone at the fountain. And that's what does it. Alright. First off, before we... Actually, no, not yet. Though I could do that as a safety save if I want to. I was going to save the game, but no, there's something else that we need to do. Before you go over to the telebot, she will want some candy. Put the controller down, do not move. You can move to the left or to the right if you want. That won't count against you, but if you press down, it will. Alright. And finally, we need to talk to Melchior. We don't need to buy anything. No. So we've stayed away from the lunch near the old man where we found the cat. We have to stay away from that. We talked to Marl after bumping into her, and before taking her pendant and then giving it to her. We brought the cat without talking to the girl first. We did not ask Marl if she wanted to sell her pendant. And we let Marl get her candy in peace. So we should be good here, as far as I'm concerned. Now here's the thing. There is actually two kinds of battles that I want to do here. But I'm going to do it with Marl first. We're going to do a two-person thing. Now notice that there is a sparkle on the right telepod. If you walk up to the sparkle and press A, you'll get an instant... You'll get an instant portal to Lavos. Also, what could I possibly give Marl as an accessory? I honestly don't know, and I've never given her anything else but the ribbon. Never done that before. I could. Actually, you know what? I should have just given her the gold stud during the last battle. That's a good idea. Let's do that. And then we're going to go into the portal. This is how we're going to get our first New Game Plus ending. Okay. First and foremost, you start directly at the second phase of the shell. You don't have to do the boss rush when you fight Lavos. So you get the whole destruction rain from the heavens Chaos Zone, the Needle Shot. You get all that. And we can fight Chrono and Marl like we always have. Fight with Chrono and Marl. What am I doing? I should know what I'm doing. Also, I'll just let Marl heal herself after hasting both Chrono and Marl. And I'll have Chrono do the Frenzy Band action every time he gets struck like that. Look at all those critical hits. You gotta love it. You'll love to see it. And there's one from Marl. And with haste, we can perform them so much more quickly. Now you're probably wondering, PrinceWatercress, if you do the whole telepod demonstration so that Marl is out of your party, which she will be out of your party if you're doing it, can you do a solo battle between Chrono and Lavos? And the answer is yes. You can do a one-party clear and get this ending. Also, you're not getting as much dialogue because you don't have a third-party member here. And we're about as ready as we're gonna be for Lavos, so let's hit it. And with the gold stud equipped, we can do this. This is going to be a little interesting with two party members. So, we want to do pretty much the same stuff we've been doing with Chrono and Marl in the first part of this battle. We want to haste both of our party members. We're going to haste Marl first, and then we're going to haste Chrono afterwards. I know I should be pronouncing it Chrono, but at the same time, knowing how vowels work, not as well known then as it was now. It's like knowing somebody who grew up in Britain during the 1970s and the 1980s who calls Ryu Ryu. And I really need to heal Marl like right now. There we go. And I'm going to use Luminaire. I'm going to speed this up super badly, because I'm only going to be able to do so much. And I'd also like to use Ice 2, because I'm only going to be able to do so much damage with Chrono's physical attack, as good as it is. There's the laser beams. That's fine. That's all good and everything. I'm going to sit here and drink tea while you shoot laser beams at me. And we should be good to go eventually. I'll be able to do at least 2,000 damage on everything here. There's Span Death. Yeah, that healing won't last for long. I'd like to be able to do this. There's Disable. There's Protective Seal. I find it interesting that one of the arms has more HP than the other. And I should be able to take care of this thing by now. What's going on here? Well, at least I got the gold stud on Marl. Please don't stop, Marl. Ah, dang it. Oh, that... There we go. Now, let's tear everything apart. And I should have waited. I don't know why I didn't wait. Oh, that's right. Chrono was the one that was hit with that. That's why Marl wasn't affected. And there's Shadow Slay, but, well, we can do stuff now. Alright, now we should be able to use Ice 2. How much more damage is this gonna do? Compared to Luminaire? I'd love to... more. And we're seeing more attacks from Lava, such as Flame Battle. Or maybe I did see that during the first battle, and I just didn't even talk about it. Also, I really need to use a Hyper Ether on Chrono after this. There's Shadow Doomblaze. Please don't let this kill me. If I get near death, I'm going to be using a Mega Elixir. I'm surprised I never used one. At all. During... the first battle. I didn't use an Elixir or a Mega Elixir. Primarily because I had the gold stud on Ayla. I used Hyper Ethers, but that was about it. And nobody is hasted anymore, so let's fix that. And keep the damage on, so just in case I get the final blow, I'll be able to get the final blow. I can at least be able to do that. Want to heal Marl just in case. And I'm gonna have to... Please don't. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and heal yourself. With Aura. Since you can easily do that now. Ah, I should have used Cure instead. That'll do. It'll do for now. So let's just keep using Ice Sword 2 on this. And there we go. Now we're going to have the final battle. And I have some ideas on what I want to do. Also, now that I think about it, you probably don't want to do a one-person battle. I mean, you could try, but would you be able to do anything? Well, you still could. I'll give it a shot and see what happens. But anyway, we might as well get this over with. And we might as well get this battle going. How is Chrono's MP? Because I want to do a thing. Very good. Okay. We want to use Confuse on the left pod. And we want to start hasting everybody. And you're already hitting crying heavens. That should get me beyond 1600. I'm guessing that there's about... Well, that'll help. I'm guessing that the left pod has about 1800 HP. So you definitely want to hit it first. And there we go. That's what I want to do. Please don't die. Dang it! Okay. We are using life on the next turn because I cannot afford to do anything else. What are you doing? Marlo's going to have to cure herself and then rehaste, because I did not expect that to happen. There we go. Perfect. And of course you'd revive the bit. Why wouldn't you? And you're getting extra damage because you did the time warp thing. Thank you for wasting my time. And I know that this is going to be absorbed by the... I know that's going to be absorbed by the left pod, but at the same time, I still get to do damage to the bit on the right. Now let's go ahead and use Confuse on this thing again. That'll take care of that. Apparently it comes back with less HP, so that's the thing. And from here, I might as well go ahead and go all out with Ice 2 and Luminaire. Might as well, right? See if we can damage the left pod, or rather the center pod, before we can destroy the right, or the right gets rid of its lower defense, whichever happens first. And it stinks to be you, because you did that. There we go. And you did that with both of your little companions gone. So let's go ahead and go all out again. Oh, this is so fun. I get to tear this thing apart. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you just love to see this. This is with 2 party members. I'm glad I did this first. Now, I'm going to have to use another Hyper Ether on Chrono here, but Chrono can hold his own offensively, so I can still do this. It's no big. Alright, Hyper Ether for you. You're gonna get destroyed again. And in case you don't... Oh, you're gonna do Protective Seal, aren't you? Fun. Great. Cool. Awesome. Eat Frenzy Band. I thought maybe... I thought maybe Marl would be able to finish the left pod off, but that wasn't the case there. No matter, we can still go all out with Luminaire and Ice 2. We can still do this. And what are you gonna hit me with? Please don't let it be... It's chaos. Yeah, thanks a lot, pal. Oh, I thought that revived the bit. Okay, we can still do this. Or not. Hit up the Mega Elixir just to be safe. You keep going with Luminaire. I know that the defense is back up on the right pod, but I still want to hit. I can still do some damage. Oh, wait, no, it's back down. Okay. That's excellent. All right then. Let's keep going with the single tech multi-target spells then. There we go. And we need to haste ourselves again. I'm going to keep hitting the right pod. With whatever I can. I'm going to haste up Chrono again. Because if you couldn't already tell, it does wear off. And here we go. We should be able to do this now. How did that not kill you? I thought that was going to kill you. Try it again. Pay attention next time. There we go. And this will take a little longer, the way that we're doing everything, but we should still be able to do this nonetheless. We should be able to take down that right pod and end this battle once and for all. There we go. We did it. And as soon as we beat the game, we go through a portal, and we end up in what looks like the end of time with all these characters just running around. And if you talk to them, you'll find out that they are the developers. How about those Dodgers? The developers are NPCs. So which is it? The Raiders or the Cowboys? Cowboys were doing especially well in the 90s, especially when this game was released. Kokuba and I have been polishing up on our anti-stress massage technique. Good job! You finished the hardest version of the game. This is the development room for the Chrono Trigger game. Take a walk around and see what the team has to say. Well, I hope everyone can say it was a learning experience. When you complete your rounds, come back to see me. You won't be able to go through this door yet, so don't worry about it. Also, if you're wondering what the buckets look like without sparkles, now you know. And I didn't want to do that. What are you doing? Stop. Can I talk to you? I can. I just need to anticipate where you land. Did you figure out the Bizoyo dance attack? See you again in the next game. We never got to show that off. Gee, you know, they really kept us locked up for a long time. My hair's this long as a result. Also, I'm Magus. Also, if you walk over there, you'll be able to talk to the statue. Every night will have a day. Even forever has to come to an end. I think. And if you talk to the statue, you'll just go back. And you have to talk to the statue to go back. So anyway, we have 8 portals. We might as well go through each and every one of them. When you go through a portal, you don't get the choice as to whether or not you go in automatically. You just go straight in. And you can talk to people. Like, does this mean we're finally free to go home? Well, it's my turn to go on a journey. I'm Toma. And he just phases through the door. Doesn't even open it or anything. Incredible. It'll cost you 10 million G to fix a broken map. Okay. Even though I can't get that kind of money. Well, I'm glad they gave me a bit part in this game. Congratulations. Now, wasn't that fun? I'm sure it was. Don't look for me. Hiroko Yamamoto. Okay. Sadly, we cannot play the piano. Or read the book or anything like that. Now it's time to go through another portal, and it's going to be the one to the right of us. We can finally interact with the Frog King. Or what looks like the Frog King. Someone kiss me! The Tyranno lair. Yup, it was my bright idea to put the switch in the mouth. Phew. What a relief it's over. Can we talk to the Rolly? We can. Oops. Did I forget to insert a few parts? I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. Good job, guys. Isn't 32 megs great? The graphics become incredible. It was painful at times, but it sure was fun. Oh, just you wait until 64 and 96, buddy. And the next portal we go through is some Black Omen looking room. Now, wasn't that special? See you same time, new game. Hey out there in TV land. How are we doing? It's me, Manabu Daishima. If you like this game, check out the other Squaresoft titles. Square was on fire during this time. And yeah, I would definitely recommend them too. Congrats on finishing the game. Now get a life! You finished the game already? What about all the work I put in it? This is New Game Plus, pal. We've already seen all of it. Boy, isn't this fun. Sorry, it's a bad makeup day for Takashi Tokita. Poor Takashi. And Max's Castle. Oh wow, he unrolled. This is what a Rolly Bomber looks like unrolled. Kid, you can't beat the score of 2110 in the bike race. Yeah, that would be pretty hard to do. Ever since I started growing up my hair, I've been getting a lot of attention from guys. Yikes! I've lost 22 pounds because of this game. You'd better be enjoying it. I've lost so much weight, I'm almost ready to die. Will you be my friend? Are you a girl? No. What if I say yes? Okay. Look closely and you'll appreciate the individuality of the monsters. Check out the saddle on this guy's sword. But I don't see one. And feed me! They kept me locked up for so long! Some weird looking ferret sprite that I don't remember ever being in the game. 3, 2, 1. Tetsuya Nomura. Restart. Just joking. Hey, they promised to name the game Hoshino Trigger. Yeah, you can talk to a tab on the floor in this room. Mission complete. Wow, you just jetted through the game? Let me throw you a kiss. And that's interesting, a blue imp riding an octopus. I'm guessing that was meant to be an enemy and they just were never able to use it for whatever reason. Anyway, here's the prison room that I was in earlier for like 2 seconds. If you thought this was tough, get a load of Final Fantasy II. He's talking about the American version of Final Fantasy IV for the United States and European Super Nintendo. Did it even come out in Europe? I want to think it did. Maybe it didn't. I can't remember. Let me check. Final Fantasy IV. Did it ever come out in Europe? Nope, you had to wait for the PlayStation version before they could play it. Unfortunately. Shh, I'm in the middle of something good here. Whatever that might be. Ah, I'm so tired. No, I'm hungry. No, I can't decide. Ah, they made me into a zombie working on this game. And you can't talk to him anymore once he falls down. Legendary programmer seeks that special someone, waiting for those cards and letters. And we get to fight people. Okay. Let's just hit everyone else with ice. Okay. Yeah, there's a battle here and you can fight 3 developers. And you get the usual drops and everything from doing this. And you can fight them again if you want, if you just talk to the Crawley NPC there. And no, we were there earlier. We were not here though. Thank you, thank you. No applause necessary. Just send money. Another one of my masterpieces will be available soon, so stay tuned. Anyway, I'm just going to fall down off this conveyor belt. And then you can talk to me again. Want to see a Chrono Trigger 2? Yes, actually. That'd be nice, huh? What if I say no? Okay, then. Boy, it was a long haul. I've got my first gray hairs because of this game. Hey, that's me, the merchant maker. Love was in the air, but then the boat sank. I've been working on this ROM for 24 hours. Ah, somebody save me, I'm getting sucked in. So, yeah, this is just the developer room where you get funny messages from the developers. And now you can finally go here. Let's talk to a gin bottle. Hey, don't mess with the monsters I created. They kind of grow on you after a while, you know? Well, are we having fun yet? Can you do it? The 9999 damage point strike. I've done it with a few things. I've done it with a few techs. That's a pretty good costume you got on there, kid. Wait, it's really you, isn't it? And once you go through all these portals, you can then talk to the guy who's supposed to be Gaspar. And then you can go through the Specchio door. Do you say anything different? No, you don't, but you are moving around a little bit. And there we go. We get to meet the Dream Team. Come on in. We've been expecting you. So, once you talk to Gaspar, you open the door to the Dream Team, and you get to talk to everyone here. You get to talk to Nobuo Uematsu. I have nothing better to do than read this. Now run outside and play, boys and girls. There's Akira Toriyama. Hey, Sasuke, Kika. Pop's working on games like this. Hey, are you guys watching? Isn't this great? We're going to save the guy in the center for last. There's Kazuhiko Aoki. Guess what? I hit the 100,000 yen jackpot. And finally, Hironobu Sakaguchi. Boy, used to be that I get thinner after each game. Now I'm getting weight instead. Must be getting old. And finally, Yuji Horii. One of these things is not like the others. The stapler, Mothra, and the Olympics. So, which is it? I don't know, guy. They all seem pretty distinct. And once you talk to everyone on the Dream Team, you get to join the Dream Team and you get to see the credits. Cheers! You've made it to one of the endings. You're now a member of the Dream Team. And since you blew through the game so fast, we have adjusted the credits to suit your style. Okay. Alright. Sure. So, that was the Dream Team ending. We've already seen one of the ways to get it. The other one is when you fight Malavos in the Black Omen. Do I want to do this with Chrono alone? Thinking about it. I'd love to. And I might actually try it. At the same time, though, it'd be a little harder because of the whole status protection negation thing. But I think it could be done. I think it can definitely be done. I'd have to change my strategy a little bit. I'd have to have a gold stud on Chrono instead of a frenzy band, which would kind of mess things up a little bit. I wouldn't actually say mess things up, but it would definitely change things a little bit. But it would make the whole magic situation a lot more tolerable. And I'd have to keep my health high. Yeah, sure, I might as well go ahead and risk it for the biscuit. Why not? Yeah. I'm going to see if I can do a Chrono-only ending. I might as well try that. And then I'm going to attempt the next ending. And I'll basically tell you when it is we're going to be able to do it. And of course, I will be able to get it started when I'm at the point where I can get that ending. So you won't be seeing me go through a complete playthrough of New Game Plus. You'll just see me when it matters and at the points in the game where you can get the endings. So there is that. But anyway, there's not much else for me to say. So, join me next time where I may have a Chrono-only battle, and I'll show off how that goes. And then I'll go for another ending. I'll go for the next ending that I can get. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!